Hello and welcome to Wild Works and Wonders. My name is Christian Wild, and in this video I am going to make this Starfighter model that I just made. I went into this build with an intention to build a robot, but then I discovered a thing that I mentioned back in my cargo spaceship video, a special bottle for my dishwasher cleaning supply thingy majingy that just kind of turned up when I was scouring my old plastic trash for parts for this robot, and I remembered that I always had an idea for a fighter starship or fighter spaceship using that specific bottle, because it has a very nice shape, as you will see in the build. I also found two identical Nerf guns at a thrift shop, and they just had some wonderful parts, and they were really cheap, like $1 or $2 each. So I bought those and thought I can use that in some kind of symmetrical way, because I get double up on the parts, and that it was a robot that was inside my head when I started the build, but very quickly it turned into this space fighter instead. So without much further ado, I'm going to say enjoy the build. It's not a very long one this time. It kind of went along rather quickly, and please subscribe if you haven't done that before. I have I think it's 75 subscribers as of this specific moment. I just checked it a few moments ago, and I'm very happy for each one of you. I'm very close to 100, so I hope that when I reach 100 I can celebrate in some kind of way. I know it's not very much, but on the other hand, 74 people watched my videos and thought, I want to get notified by videos from that guy. So thank you very much. So please like and subscribe, leave a comment. I try to respond to all the comments so far, because it's still within a manageable number of comments. So I'm very pleased with everyone that comments on the videos. So please leave a like and a comment if you like. So enjoy the build, and see you next time. Well, I started this build with a thrift shop find, where I bought these two pretty cool Nerf guns. As you can see, I'm almost inclined to just play with them, find my son and give it a go. But instead, I decided to take them apart and scavenge all the cool-looking technical elements from these guns. It's pretty easy to take them apart, just a bunch of screws and then you go. I really like these what is that called, barrels, like revolver barrels, and I had an idea for the build using those. Actually, I wanted to build a robot in this build, but it as I said in the intro, it turned out quite differently. Here I'm just trying out these little decorative elements that is just situated on the side of the gun, and just had to peel off a little sticker where the price was. They were really cheap, it's like $1 each, so very easy to just buy those and have a go at it. I decided to cut off the front part of the the gun because it had a lot of nice technical things on it. And then I was just dry fitting these together. The what is that called? The thing you load the gun with, or you cock the I don't know gun lingo actually. I'm from a very peaceful place in the world, so I really didn't know. But then I remembered I had this dishwasher cleaning bottle that in a previous build wanted to make a starship from, and now I found it and I thought maybe it's not a robot, maybe it's a starfighter instead. And those two plastic items there could be pretty cool wings. For a brief moment I thought it could be cool if the wings were swept forward, but in the end I ended up sweeping them backwards instead. Just had to peel off those instructional stickers that tell you how to clean your dishwasher, and give it a sand so that the super glue will attach to it. Those plastic things from the Nerf guns didn't really fit too well onto the side of that thing. It's a bit of a give and a gap. So after more deliberation, as you can see, I decided to kind of fill that gap with some crafting foam, and that is very good for putting stuff together with super glue, because super glue really bonds well with the foam. And since I had scratched up the weird cheap kind of soft plastic on the bottle, a healthy dose of super glue and the crafting foam would make it possible to attach the wings. I had to make 2 passes actually, just one small piece to kind of make a base layer, and a little clip here to make sure that it sticks on while I'm contemplating other stuff. Maybe how to take this gun barrel or a 6-shooter barrel apart, and it was pretty easy actually. A few screws and I had them disassembled really nicely. The super glue is dried, and it's time for yet another piece of foam to give the wings something to adhere on. I'm using Gorilla Glue, and it smells like brain cells dying, but it's really, I think it's really good. And I have a window open just outside the frame, so it's pretty easy to ventilate my workspace there. But you should work in a well ventilated area with that glue. It smells pretty toxic, but it's really good. So just for the sake of symmetry, another piece of crafting foam, and soon the main body of the Starfighter will be ready to receive its wings. And I'm just measuring here, so it has roughly the same dimensions as the other side. I'm not really going in any specific direction in the look of this. I'm just building as the inspiration takes me, and I really like that way to build because it kind of organically manifests itself, and I really enjoy the process of slowly but steadily making something take shape out of these weird little chunks of plastic. It's kind of a zen-like experience actually. When I'm in my workshop and doing that, I lose track of time. Sometimes my wife comes down into the workshop and says, "Well, you said you were just going to be here for 30 minutes, and now it's 2 hours. Do you want anything to eat? Because the food is getting cold." And sometimes I do make the food too. It's not that kind of gender specific in my household. But on the other hand, she doesn't scratch build spaceships in the basement, and I do. I just give it a little dab of hot glue next to the super glue in order to have something to attach it quickly, because the hot glue is very quick to attach, and then the super glue will make the bond stronger as it dries. Now I'm using those front parts of the Nerf guns and deciding where I should put it. And I just need to flatten the bottom of them, make them stick together, and this will form the cockpit part of the Starfighter. And a little race against time here, it seems, but it worked out well. Now I was contemplating, what should the front of the Starfighter be? Should there be these kind of parts underneath? Those white tubes are from the spring section of the Nerf gun, the springs that makes the Nerf darts fly out when you fight with them. And have some different ideas, just dry fitting them, trying to see how would it look. And that is an interesting part. I decided to try out the thing that held the gun barrel, 6-shooter barrels, and decided against it because it would look too much like the Nerf gun. So instead I decided to put this part on top as kind of an access port, because why not? It has some really nice details, and just a dab of super glue, and it's actually the muzzle of the Nerf gun and I had 2 of them, so I'm using one for the top of the Starfighter, and a bit later I'll use one for the front of the Starfighter. And just a dab of hot glue to make sure it stays there while and I have this problem with this glue gun, because it's actually it was cheap, but it is a pretty good glue gun, but it has this little switch on the side of the handle, and it's very easy to turn it off, and then when you need the hot glue, it's not hot anymore. And that's kind of a problem, because hot glue needs to be hot in order to do its gluing thing. The white disc on the side of the glue gun is something I attached. It's a magnet, so it can be stored on on something magnetic, and maybe I should build a little contraption next to my work surface so I can put the glue gun onto the magnetized thingamajiggy instead of putting it off to the table where the switch often gets turned off. I will contemplate that for a later day. Now I'm I want to attach this other muzzle part on the front, and because the plastic there is not very good at receiving and bonding with super glue, I decided to make this little disc of crafting foam to put between, because there's not much to glue on the muzzle part of plastic, and a little dab of hot glue again, and that worked very well. It attaches much easier. And now I'm beginning to enter the slight greebling part of the build. These things from some kind of construction toy is going to flesh out some of the details on the Starfighter, but I still need to make the engine part, and the engine part is what's coming up now, because I decided on those 6-shooter barrels that they would be like really cool as 12 big engine exhausts on the back of the Starfighter, and I just needed to get a way to attach them to the dishwasher bottle thing. And as I said before, it doesn't take hot glue, not hot glue, super glue very well. So again, this crafting foam as an in-between, and then a lot of super glue and some hot glue, and as you can see, I'm just dry fitting here in order to find out if the dimensions is within my, or to my liking. I always start with a clean work surface surrounded by extreme amounts of clutter, as you can see in the video, but the cutting mat is usually pretty clean and tidy, and then a few minutes later it's just a big mess of plastic parts lying everywhere. But maybe that's just part of the creative process. So here I'm just preparing to do some strengthening of the engine part of the Starfighter. And these would be like kind of struts that connects it a little bit more secure to the main body of the build. And I like these construction toys because they have this kind of industrial look to them, so they work very well in signaling this kind of put together in deep space kind of aesthetic I'm going for. I also wanted to do some detailing on the the underside of the model. But first I needed to mount these two cannons on each side of the cockpit, and I don't really know how a Starfighter would actually work. One of my favorite spaceships for kind of war spaceships is actually the Rocinante from The Expanse, because it seems like a more omnidirectional kind of fighting warship, whereas Starfighter and the swept wing design and all that, it kind of implies some kind of aerodynamics. I know that these wings are way too thick to be aerodynamic in any way, but the idea that a Starfighter would only fly in one direction, like the X-Wings and the TIE Fighters in Star Wars, is not very much in sync with how battles would actually be fought in outer space, because there's no up and down. There's you can go in all directions. You can easily change the way the direction the spaceship is turned, and shoot in all directions. So maybe it would make more sense that there was cannons in all directions. Maybe a bit like an old flying fortress from World War II, because it had to be able to shoot in all directions. So maybe these cannons are mounted, and right now I'm doing some kind of torpedo launch tube kind of idea with these details on the bottom of the fighter. It's all very one-directional, but it looks cool, and that's kind of the most important thing. I also wanted this small antenna-like thing to protrude from this intake in the front of the ship, and I like the idea that it was a bit asymmetrical, so it's not 100% symmetrical. It's also a bit warped to the side, and I think that kind of made some of the aesthetic of the build look a little bit more interesting. So now I'm just greebling up the last pieces here. I'm going to put these flower wire things in to kind of allude to some kind of fuel lines or electrical circuits or something like that, just because it looks cool. This whole fighter, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, my idea was to build a robot, but it kind of mutated into this fighter build, and I really like it. And I think it kind of pairs quite well with the cargo spaceship build I made a few videos ago. I'm just going to make a stand here for the fighter to stand on, and I just wanted to show you my new miter saw. It's a very cheap one, but it's still going to miter things and cut them. But I wanted to make a Starfighter that goes along with this this generational spaceship, the Hive Craft, that I have mentioned earlier in earlier videos. This generational ship that goes through the cosmos in search of a new planet, and it has been out there for so long that the inhabitants don't really remember Earth. They don't really know what they're doing. Things are rusty and old and falling apart, and they sometimes go through these thin patches of space where other dimensional beings manifest in the ship and causes havoc. But not havoc. I think it's pronounced. Yes. However, sometimes there are also space pirates or weird aliens that needs to be attacked, and this is where these starfighters come in. Once upon a time they were sleek and new, but over time they have been worn down because the Hive Craft has been in space for many years, hundreds of years. So it's rusty and worn, but still quite capable. And this 12 engine design with the big engine parts on the back is a formidable fighting machine. It launches from the Hive Craft and goes into deep space and protects the Hive Craft from space pirates when they get near some star systems that maybe are not suitable for human occupation, but would be suitable for alien species. And here are the final results. I hope you like the build. I'm not too keen, not too happy with the paint job, but it's gonna do. I think the design of the Starfighter is pretty cool. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you again in another video.